Hi everyone and very good afternoon. Today I'm here to talk about my research proposal that is contains from the subject LFT 20103 Research Methodology for Social Science and Humanity Studies. So this will be presented by me, Ishan Monan, and my partner Selçuk İkti. And as you see, for our main title, this title is about factors influencing online purchase, preference of local online businesses among students. So this title represents three chapters. First is chapter 1, introduction, chapter 2, literature review, and the chapter 3 would be methodology. So let's go one by one. First we start with chapter 1. So from the first chapter we have the 7 types of contents. Then first one will be background of study, second is research objective, third one is problem statement, fourth will be research question, and the fifth is significance of study, and the sixth one is scope of study, and the final is definition of concepts. Now first thing first is about background of study from this research. As you can see, for this purpose of the study, it represents how many students who used e-commerce platforms to buy local products. As the background for this study, you can see the origin of the e-commerce. So as you can see from the background of the study, we should know how many students are really using the platforms to buy e-commerce platforms such as Shopee, TikTok Shop, Lazada or anything, but we should know how many students are buying the local products under online preferences, because we should know, because it is really important to know how many students are like influenced to buy the local products in the online platforms. Now for the research objective, we is to identify online users using local branded items being sold to online businesses in UMK Bajo. And the second one is to determine the level of the factors that influence local preference online purchases. So these two objectives will be leaded from this research, will be taken from the respondents, as in like from any type of questionnaires in UMK Bajo. So 3 types of faculties that can use the e-commerce platforms and the e-commerce platforms to buy the local branded items. It is anything possible. So this is the part. Next will be the problem statements. The problem statement was about the pandemic days that happened less physical shopping under government rules and regulations to cover the spread of COVID-19. So this particular problem has happened during 2020 days, during the year of 2020, and it is also started spreading around until 2022. And the problem statement for that, they have many consumers, even the students or any other consumers, have not allowed to do physical shopping not allowed to physical shopping because of the virus. So next is the research questions. For the research question that I have is two type of questions, and the first one is what kind of the local products that can be purchased the most in the online businesses. So this one will be like how many students are really buy the local products, even though it is anything, but what is the most particular item they usually bought. It can be anything, accessories, stationery, clothing or anything. So second one is why are they not going to purchase those local products in a physical way, but instead going through the online purchasing behavior. So this particular question will be also explained in a research, that how many students, even not only students, even also the consumers. We can have many type of answers, like such as time saving, or even it is easy to move on to buy the physical online platforms to easily paid, or it is anything. It is easily to be carried by someone else. That's also part of the research questions. So that's the thing. But next, I'm going to talk about the significance of study. The significance of this study is about determining the impact of the research findings on the field on how they can fill any gaps or deficiencies in current theories and research. And those two theories are: first is advancement of knowledge. The research or theory provides the insights, new insights, or extends existing theories, filling gaps in the current understanding. Next will be the conceptual development. It introduced the new concepts, models, or frameworks that offer a new, novel way of thinking about a problem or phenomenon. Next, we'll talk about the scope of study. The scope of this study represents the key factors of influencing online purchase preference of local business among students that are most suitable e-commerce platforms in Malaysia. This will include the e-commerce platform is the most suitable platform to use online purchasing local preference business among students in University Malaysia Kelantan. Now, let's talk about the definition of the concepts. There are 7 types of definition concepts will be explained. First is online purchasing behavior. The customers will find out that the customers usually go for the online purchasing. And the second will be the price and discounts. This is a usual one from the online business. Easily can get discounts. Third will be the convenience. Convenience is about the product, buying a product without any delays. That's the thing. Next is the product variety and availability. You can choose online platforms. You can choose any type of items. Even though in physical shopping we cannot see any type of the local product branded items, but we can easily see the online shopping. Even it has variety of the items. Next will be the trust and security. For the payment type of the payment of the online users, it is easy and it is safe to use the trust, and it is easy to pay the payment under the bank online banking. Next will be the local support. This represents the local branded items. That is also the customers buying the local products is a local support. And the final will be the customer reviews and support. This is usually from the after they bought the online platforms that you have been buy the products, they could have a reviews and also the support about the online platform usage. Alright, we'll move on to the next chapter. The next chapter is the literature review. This chapter contains 3 types of the contents. First, as you can see from the previous chapter, we already explained about the 7 types of the contents, and those contents has been added from this chapter also, but only is a bit small difference. That is all about the theoretical framework and also the hypothesis that should know how many. It is already explained from the introduction part, so this one will be the compressed version. So the first one will be the introduction, next will be the theoretical framework, and the third one is hypothesis. Now we'll move on to the first introduction, the literature review. As you can see, I have chosen the quantitative approach to gain my research technique. From this introduction 2.1 introduction, this chapter highlights the variables of online users, purchasing of local preference, and forms of a theoretical framework using a technology acceptance model by comparing a related studies. Further with this discussion, the research framework follows an extensive check of variables review following relevant previous literature. Besides, the hypothesis is developed to examine the validity of the theory. Now we move on to the next one, the theoretical framework. As you can see, I have chosen the 3 types of the independent variable. First, we start with attitude. Then the second one is subjective norm, and the final would be the perceived behavior control. These three combines with the one thing is dependent variable is called purchase intention. So as you can see from the factors of influencing the online purchases among local businesses is really contained really relatable from these three type of independent variables. So under the quantitative research we can find these three types of these contents can be happen from this research. Now we'll talk about the hypothesis that we have from this literature review. First one is there is a significant relationship between the attitude and purchase intention in online shopping among students at the University of Malaysia Kelantan Pacho campus. Now the second hypothesis, there is a significant relationship between the subjective norm and the purchase intention in online shopping among students at the University of Malaysia Kelantan Pacho campus. Now the final hypothesis, there is a significant relationship between the perceived behavior control and the purchase intention in online shopping among students at the University of Malaysia Kelantan Pacho campus. So say these three type of hypothesis is already related through the online shopping, that is also known as the purchase intention, has been connected. So this is the final chapter from my side, and the next chapter will be explained by my friend Selju. So he will explain you guys about the chapter 3. So thank you.
This research aims to understand the online purchasing preference of local products among UMK Bachok campus students. The research focused on identifying the factors that influence these preferences and determining which type of local products are most purchased online. A quantitative approach was used in this research, and data collection and analysis will be carried out using structured methods. While the descriptive study provides a detailed summary of online purchasing behaviors, the correlational study investigates the relationship between various factors and online purchasing intentions. The target audience of research is all students registered at UMK Bachok campus. Stratified random sampling was used as the sampling method, ensuring representation across different demographics. First, the layers were determined, and then the participation of students from each layer was ensured. The target sample size is 400 students. This number is calculated based on the population size and desired confidence level and provides sufficient power of statistical testing. This sample size ensures that the results are generalizable to the broader student population. A survey was used as a data collection tool. The survey consists of three parts. Part A contains demographic information. Part B contains independent variables. Part C contains the dependent variable. Survey questions were developed based on existing valid instruments and adapted to the local online purchasing context. Pilot testing was conducted to ensure clarity of the survey. The research was conducted at University Malaysia Kelantan Bachok campus. This location selection was made due to the high rate of online purchasing among students, accessibility for data collection, and diverse student body. These factors enable the study's findings to provide a broader perspective. Online surveys were used as data collection methods. The surveys were distributed through WhatsApp group and promoted orally in classes and at university events. The data collection period is planned to be 2 weeks. Statistical analysis method was used for data analysis. First, the data was collected and processed. in the table. Then, descriptive analyses were performed and results were produced. Validity was established through surveys and pilot testing. Construct validity was evaluated by factor analysis. Reliability of the survey was measured by internal consistency and test-retest reliability. These reliability tests ensure the consistency and reliability of responses over time. The survey was administered to a small sample. Reliability coefficients were analyzed, and survey items were correct where necessary.